Greetings, my abundant seed family. How are you guys doing today? Listen, I want us to have a conversation today about, a part of our family member that is very dear to us, our children. We know the importance our children play in our lives. You could think of the type of experience you had as a parent, especially if you were there, let's say at the hospital or the nursing home, when your child was born. I remembered spending hours in the hospital waiting to get some news in anticipation of my child, of the birth of my child. I remembered spending the entire night in the hospital, and the nurses had to come and say, guys, listen, well, because there was a team of us at the hospital, that child would not be born until the following day. And I went back to the hospital the following day until the night, about 6 o'clock, when my daughter was born. And so the Bible even says in Psalms 127:3 that children are a gift from the Lord. It's a reward. And so we guard that child. We want the best for that child. Don't you want the best for your child? And so some of us are sending our children to school for the first time, or some of them are going into a higher class or at a different level, and you want the best for your child, and naturally so. And if you want the best for your child, it's okay. That's fine. It just shows that you love your child and you want that child to be better than you are or you were in terms of the results you get in your education. Now, the thing is, we have to be careful. And so today, I want us to just look at a few things, even as we love our children. If we really do, it's something that we must do. And so I want you to stay with me as we discuss this today, because I would like to hear your feedback as to the things that you are doing that can bring out the best in your child. Because we here at Abundant Seed Family, what we really want to do is that we need to grow as a family. We want, as we embrace the philosophies of being in abundance, being blessed, being planted by the rivers of waters that bring forth fruit, that we really plant the right seeds in our children. And so what I want to tell you today is, do not let your child go out to school and be in competition with their fellow classmates. You do not want your child to be competing against others. What you want your child to do is to compete against themselves. Let them be the best version of who they can be. Let them strive to be the best person that they can be, the person that they was yesterday. Let them strive to be the best person today. So let's say, for example, the results they get in the first term of school wasn't good enough. Let them strive to be better. What you have to do as a parent is to provide the best environment for them to do that. Now, as parents, when we push them to compete, what we do is to put them under unnecessary pressure, because they now feel as though they are not good enough. You do not want your child to feel that they are not good enough. They have been made in the image and in the likeness of God. Your child is unique. Your child has skills and abilities that no other child has or have and will never do. Because those characteristics are only in your child because your child have a specific purpose. So what do you need to do as a parent? What do you think that you should do as a parent to bring out the best in your child? Leave some comments in the chat so other persons in this abundant seed family will benefit. What can you do as a parent? Affirm your child. Let your child know that they are a leader. They are good enough. They are special. They were born for success. They were born for a time like this. Let me tell you what, I remember when I wake up my child in the morning to go to school, I would say, "Leader, Malika, time to get up." That is how I call her. That is the very first thing she heard from me in the morning, leader. In other words, I have already affirmed to her, she's a leader. What do you call your child? Do you tell your child that he or she is stupid and you're so dunce? I don't know if that's a word used internationally, but I'm sure it's a word used in Trinidad and Tobago. And you are so stupid, how could you get that sum or that sum wrong? Remember, what you speak has life. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. You are a creative being, parents. You just, with the help of God, created that child. You are a co-creator. And are you now going to create images in that child that they are stupid? Because they are going to start to look at things that seem stupid and associate themselves with it. And remember, if you have already sown that seed of being in competition with someone else, they will now feel as though they are not good enough. So when you speak to your child, use positive affirmations. Make positive declarations over your child. That child will, beyond a shadow of a doubt, become a confident person, because they first get that confidence from the person that they idolize, from the person that they see as the mentor, from the person that they get the first example from the person that they seek reassurance from. So as your child go out to school, let them know that they are loved. They are cared for. You are happy and grateful to have them. That you are proud of them. Now, the thing is, if you, and let's say your husband or wife, whatever the relationship, the partnership in the house, or whoever is responsible for the growth and development of that child, recognize that there is an area that needs development based on the results coming from school, you discuss that as the parent and guardian and come up with ways to deal with it. But do not ever let that child know every single time how disappointed you are. Because what they are going to do when they go in an exam room, for example, the first thing that would come to their minds is, how can I now please my parent? How can I now please my guardian? And so eventually, immediately, they are found to be under unnecessary pressure. So what are we saying? We are saying to let your child know that they are loved because they have been loved by God. They have been given to you as a gift. And you have to now ensure that that child fulfills what God has already placed in that child. That you are the head and not the tail. That you are above only and not beneath. You can do all things through Christ. Why? Because especially if that child is a believer, you have the Holy Spirit in you. You have that extra help that some person or persons who do not know Christ may not have. So today, even if you have been passing on information to your child and you now recognize that it may not have been the best information to pass on to that child because you have been disappointed, today is a good day to start changing. Today is a good day to start really supporting your child and affirm them in the way that they ought to be affirmed, to ensure that they produce the best that they can produce because they are perfect and wonderfully made. Abundant Seed family, just remember this. I love you. I love you. I love you. And may God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Until we meet again. Bye-bye.